Cutler Coalition. It's yours truly, Brutalicious Nick Cutler. Now, in this day and age, everybody's down with like podcasts, and everybody likes to give their opinion on matters in politics, entertainment, sports, so on and so forth. Firstly, I've been told that my opinion can sometimes be very entertaining and interesting. Secondly, I like attention, and I like telling people how I feel, regardless of whether they like it or not. So I decided that in addition to my wrestling matches and my wrestling promos on my YouTube channel, which is Nick Cutler Wrestling, I'm going to start posting my opinions on things in the entertainment world, new movies that I happen to catch, my opinion in pro wrestling, which, let me state right now, is going to be my opinion on what is actually going on via storylines and so on and so forth. This opinion is not going to be catered to the smart wrestling fans. I'm not going to criticize WWE writing. I'm not going to criticize WWE utilization of talent. Whatever they put on the TV that I happen to catch, I am going to give my opinion on. I'm going to make it a point to try to catch more shows. I watch Raw every week. I watch all the pay-per-views. SmackDown, I tend to not catch every week, but I'm going to go ahead and try to make it a habit of catching that as well. Also, if there's anything that you, my fans, want me to touch on, there are a couple of ways that you can contact me. Follow me on Twitter. That is Twitter handle Cutler Coalition. You can also follow me on Instagram. That's handle Cutler Coalition 88. Drop me a private message on either one of those two, and I will go ahead and touch on whatever it is that you want me to touch on. And spread the word as well. This is going to be a work in progress, but I decided that it's something I really want to do, so I'm going to do it. And the first thing I'm going to touch on this week will be, firstly, Monday Night Raw, which this week I thought was a very entertaining show. Now, bear in mind, I also catch the 90-minute version on Hulu, which has its blessing and its curses. I tend to be able to watch the most entertaining parts of the show, but I also miss some stuff too. As far as what I was able to catch this week, I thought that the match between Roman Reigns and Sheamus, with Vince McMahon as the special referee, was very entertaining, solely for the fact that Vince McMahon is very entertaining. I don't think I've ever seen him in any segment that I did not find pleasurable to watch. As far as the ruling now, that the WWE World Heavyweight Championship is going to be decided in the Royal Rumble match, as a fan, that stokes me. Growing up watching it, the 1992 Royal Rumble, where the WWE World Heavyweight Championship was held up for grabs, was very exciting to watch, because anything can happen. They can literally change the course of the company in just one night. And so it's going to be very entertaining to see. I'm looking forward to viewing it both as a fan and as a wrestler in general. I am getting more and more drawn into the story between Kevin Owens and Dean Ambrose. I've always been a fan of Ambrose, even back on his independent days as John Moxley. I think that he has the potential to become that anti-establishment main event star if he's given that opportunity. And I'm excited to see where it goes. Divas. I used to hate watching Divas matches, but with the addition of all these excellent workers from NXT being called up to Raw and SmackDown, it's made it more entertaining. I'm a huge fan of Charlotte. I'm a huge fitness buff, and her making her way onto the cover of Muscle and Fitness Hers is absolutely outstanding for her. Kudos. Full-blown heel turn this week with her attacking her friend Becky Lynch from behind after her losing a non-title match. I think it works. I think pairing her with her dad is going to be something that can help elevate her. Obviously, working with one of the greatest professional wrestlers of all time, week in and week out, regardless of whether he's your dad or not, is going to help you get better. Having him out there at ringside to be able to see everything that you are doing is going to make you get better, both her and the person that she's working with. So I think that's an outstanding idea. I have not watched SmackDown yet, so I can't really touch on that. But moving out of the professional wrestling world, last night I did catch the new horror flick, The Forest. I don't remember what the chick's name is that stars in it, but she played in the Hunger Games too, had half her head shaved. Without giving away spoilers or anything like that, it's not often nowadays that horror movies can come out that make me jump. I'm a huge horror flick buff. I love 80s horror, Friday the 13th, Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street. Like, I'm a huge classic horror movie buff, and I like a lot of the newer stuff too. Newer stuff nowadays, though, they tend to not really make me jump or really scare me at all, with the exception of the paranormal stuff. Insidious. I'm a huge fan of the Insidious line, Conjuring, Annabelle. Anything that has to do with the paranormal will typically make me freak. This had a touch of the paranormal in it. The jumps and spooks, they get you. Even though they somewhat make it obvious that the jump is coming, they still get you. Be it with facial effects, special effects, the costuming, the design, the setting. The forest that they're walking in Japan is absolutely beautiful, but then when you add in the special effects of what they're trying to do as far as the gloominess, because it's supposed to be a forest that people go to commit suicide. Like, there's literally bodies just lying all over the place. It's just really, really creepy. It was kind of annoying because some chick next to us decided to bring her 2-year-old son in, and he was loud, and he was spilling stuff, and he was smacking the guy's head in front of us, and the guy was getting pretty pissed off. But as far as the movie goes, it's actually really, really good. So if you are a horror flick fan, definitely check it out. I think that's it for now. Tonight I will be in DeMott, Indiana, making my return to Fire Pro Wrestling. So if you are in the area, go ahead and check that out. I'm going to go ahead and get this uploaded. Share it, like it, comment, shoot me a message at those 2 handles. Like I said, follow me on Twitter, Cutler Coalition, or follow me on Instagram, Cutler Coalition 88. Drop me a line if there's anything you want to see me touch on. Otherwise, I will talk to you guys in a few days. Thank you very much for the support.